everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to make the salt dough recipe, and I have my recipe pulled up right here, and we need 4 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, and 1.5 cups of water for this recipe. So I am going to go ahead and start off with my flour, and I'm going to dump in 4 cups of flour here for this recipe. So I'm going to take my 1 cup measuring cup and I'm going to measure out 1, 2. You want to try and get your flour to be pretty level with the top of the cup. 3. And 4. So I've got my 4 cups of flour there. Now I'm going to take my salt and I'm going to dump in 1 cup of salt. Now I'm going to grab 1.5 cups of water here. Put in 1. I'm going to fill the cup up halfway for 1.5 cups. Alright, now I'm going to mix my ingredients. Together. And as I'm mixing, it should start forming this dough. And once it starts forming the dough, then I'm going to want to take it and knead it. So I'm going to then take it with my hands and get my hands kind of all gooey and oopy and knead this dough. Until I form a dough. And it looks like it's starting to form a little bit more. I'm going to kind of put it on the counter and knead it. You knead the dough. You just kind of pinch it in between your fingers. I kind of roll it. Rock it back and forth. Now it looks like I need a little bit more water here. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit more water. So you might have to judge. You might have to add a little bit more water if all of your dough doesn't come together. And it's going to be a little bit sticky. You want it a little bit on the sticky side. Alright, I'm trying to get this last little bit of dough here. I added way too much water to it, so in order to get that back to consistency, I'd probably want to add some more salt and water to it, or flour to it. So I'm just going to dump this because I don't necessarily need it, and toss that in the trash can because my other dough seems to be working pretty well here. I'm going to rinse my hands. And then just kind of knead my dough a little bit more. And you want to knead this for about 10 minutes. So I want to keep kneading this for about 10 minutes until it's nice and sticky and easy to work with, to shape for whatever ornament I want to create. Now I got a plastic bag here because once I create my ornament, I'm going to want to bake it in the oven, and you're supposed to bake it for 1 to 2 hours depending on its thickness, at 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Because we are going to make a sculptural item, you're probably going to lean more on the 2-hour mark, I would assume, because it is going to be thicker than a flat ornament. So it's going to take longer time to cook and bake in your oven. So once I'm done kneading this, I am going to go ahead and put it in my plastic bag here and set it aside. Keep it for when I am ready to make my ornament. Happy baking!